Hey y'all, it's Rose Love. Okay, so clearly Spirit has me on lockdown today because I keep trying to get to the gym, and every time I do, I get another spiritual message. So the last one we were talking about, the last video that I just did, we were talking about manifesting and how to co-create. This next one is about self-love, though. What does that mean to you? What does self-love mean? All right, and we talk about self-love all the time and having to love yourself and getting joy from the things that you want, doing, being what you need to do for you. Absolutely. But what does that look like for you? All right, so for example, I was smoking. And I'll be the one to claim I love me all day. I love me some Rose. I love myself unconditionally, whatever. I love me. But how much do I love me if I am partaking in something that I know could potentially kill me? Make it make sense. I was out here drinking all the time. Like I was drinking, like once upon a time in my life, I rarely ever drank, right? And then got involved in some things and was pretty much drinking every night or every other night and getting drunk this past, since maybe summer. Was getting drunk quite regularly, okay? But all that alcohol in my body is not good for my body. Right? It's not good for us. So if I'm constantly getting drunk and I'm constantly, putting these poisons in my body, how am I loving me? If I allow myself to stay in situations that are not for my highest good, how am I loving me? I'm not. Because there's nobody will ever be able to tell me that you love yourself so much that you do the things that are not healthy for your body. Now, we are energetic beings having a human experience. And let me say this. I don't think having a drink or two is bad. Like, of course, have some alcohol. We grown, whatever. You want to take a drink, have a sip if that's what you want to do. But getting drunk every single night, constantly, and I mean drunk, maybe that's kidney failure, messing up your kidney, your livers, all of that long term. And I'm thinking about these things, right? And it's just, what is self-love? What does that look like for you? See, for me, it looks like self-care. It looks like mentally taking care of my mental. It looks like taking care of my spiritual. It looks like taking care of my physical. It looks like taking care of my finances. It looks like taking care of my child. It looks like taking care of my loved ones. Okay, that's self-love for me. What does it look like for you? All right, let's see what Spirit has to say. Because you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. And part of loving yourself, in the words of my passion, I love her so much, over there at the Tiffany Experience. Okay, it is about wellness. Overall well-being. All right, y'all. And let me tell you something. While like I said, we'll grow, have a cup of drink if you want to have to drink. Alcohol was called spirits before. All right. The reason it is called spirits is because they believed that it allowed spirits to enter you, whatever. I believe that it gives spirits access to you. And yes, it removes all your inhibitions and you, whatever, you're drunk. Your inhibitions are removed. It makes it easier to do and say things that you block on a normal life. It doesn't mean that's the right thing, though. All right. I know for a while there, until I got into a negative space, me being drunk or me drinking opened up my gifts so much. It was ridiculous. And for someone like me who does feel energy and who gets spiritual downloads, it's a terrible thing, because I could go into somewhere being in a beautifully, perfectly good mood and be around certain energies, especially the more that I drink, be around certain energies, and it shifts me, because now I've picked up on their energy and my energy has shifted to their energy, and I'm drunk, or I've had enough alcohol where I'm not able to put up a wall between their energy and my energy. So it turns my energy into, that's normally positive and happy, into something potentially negative. Okay, so that's a real thing. So what is self-love? Okay, so we have the Lover's card. All right, and this is about making choices from your heart. This is about emotional commitments and the power of love. But if we're talking about self-love, if we're talking, this is a love affair with yourself. Okay, in this particular reading, we're talking about self-love. And what does that mean? Have a love affair with yourself. Okay, I'm a nurturer. I'm someone who will give and give and give and give and give to the person I love, right? Whether they give back, don't give back, I love them. So yeah, I have this. If I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? I expect the same in return, though. If we ever get to a situation where I need something and I don't have it, you got it. But I think that's just kind of a natural course of how a relationship should work. So when we're talking about having loving, we're talking about self-love. What does that mean? It means you have a love affair with yourself. That means you're patient with yourself. That means you give to yourself. That means you come from a place where you're looking at yourself like, hey, boo, how you doing, girl? Or boy, whatever, right? You have a love affair with yourself, and you make choices from your heart about you, for you. You have to love you. Again, if you don't love you, how are you going to go out here and love anybody else? You can't. If you haven't healed your past traumas and you haven't started the process of healing, how you going to go out there and be out there for somebody else? You can't. You're running on an empty cup. You can't be there for nobody else on an empty cup. It just is what it is, okay? And that's a hard thing for all of us to have to sometimes recognize, but it is what it is. So what is self-love? It's having a love affair with yourself, okay? It's having a love affair with yourself. It's loving you, okay? We have the peace card. What is it again? What does having a love affair, what does loving yourself mean? It means releasing the past so you can have peace. Okay. It means releasing negative things or things that have happened and the baggage that you have so that you can have peace. Because again, if you step into a new relationship, you're not at peace. You're bringing more peace. You're bringing a lack of peace into this person's life. I think it's really crazy how people are like, this person should be my peace or my person should be my peace. Let me help y'all. You should be your peace. This person should contribute to your peace. You should be the person who loves you unconditionally. This person should contribute to that loving of you. You, okay, should be abundant and confident about yourself. This person should contribute to those feelings. It is unfair to put the responsibility of your happiness and your peace and your joy on someone else. That is not fair to them because they are inevitably going to let you down because they're human. They're an energetic being having their own human experience. So at some point, they're going to have a moment where they can't make you happy or be your peace. Okay, and now you're mad at them because they've let you down, and it goes into this whole typical, see, this is why I knew, blah, 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 I don't like relationship, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. No, reality is, baby, you need to be your own peace. You need to be your own love. You need to be your own happiness. You need to be your own joy, and the people around you contribute to that. Okay, now if they stop contributing, they're not contributing to that and whatever, hey, okay, you do what you need to do. But I guarantee most times when we're coming from a negative place and we're in a negative place, we are perceiving things in a negative way when someone who is potentially positive or not in that same space is not coming at you in a negative way. They're just like, hey, yo. The flip can be, it can also be reversed, right? Someone who's positive, maybe it starts to rub off on you or they pick up on your negative and they become negative too. So it's a whole bunch of things, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're responsible for you. Ain't nobody else responsible for you. I don't do victim games. I don't do any of this. Somebody asked me the other day why I'm not bad mouthing the situation I was in. I'm not, because for what? I'm out of it. Right? Me focusing on that don't help nothing. It don't change nothing. It don't change what happened. I can go over what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, what went right, it don't matter. Focus on the positive memories, the good times, and keep it pushing. Positivity, babies. All right, forward movement, loving myself. I don't want to feel bad. And if that makes me selfish, then oh well, I don't care. You know what? Okay, thank you. I'll be selfish about me. All right, thank you. Because you should be selfish about you. You are important and you matter. And if we're talking about self-love and we're talking about self-care, your opinions, your thoughts, how you feel, it matters. It definitely matters. Okay. The next card I have is the world. So when you come full circle and you are loving you, okay, you are co-creating and having the world at your feet. You can manifest. You can you get into a place of relaxation and feeling good and a high vibration. You receive all of this loving energy that you're pouring into you. You're receiving it. Okay, it's coming back to you. It's coming back to you in the 3D. And now you have something to pour, right? You have something to pour into somebody else. So now I love me so much. I love me so very much that what I'm attracting loves me too. Okay, and they love them so very much. See, guys, someone who loves themselves so much, should be with someone who also loves themselves so much. Because these two people love each other, love themselves individually, that they can pour into each other. They can pour that love into each other. Okay? And it doesn't always work that way. You know, sometimes we're humans and we get with whatever. And of course, even that can be changed. It's about thought process and manifesting the relationship that you want. All right? Next card I have for you is the Four of Raphael. Yeah. So when you come from a place of love and you get into that place of self-love and self-care, you can start to seek out different opportunities. You can start to see and receive different things, okay? You can start to see the magic in life. It's crazy. I keep saying it's crazy in my videos. Y'all, it's not crazy. It's spirit, it's source, it's God. Okay, it's the universe. When you pour into you and you love on you, hey, what you're going to get back is that same pouring and that same love and that same divine energy, right? Like walking, I have missed this feeling, y'all. Walking in that divine energy, walking in your divinity, and just letting it go and focusing on the things that bring you joy, peace, happiness, and success. Getting on that other side of the negativity. It's bliss. Okay? Eight of Raphael. There is something waiting for you. Okay? There is something better waiting for you on the other side. All right, when you start to self-love and really love yourself, really take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Y'all, there's something else better waiting for you. All right, this has been a message about self-love. Peace and blessings.